I got all sorts of babies. All right, I got one sitting over here. I've got two over here. And it looks like two more down there. Well, it did rain all night. So, yeah. Okay. My bad. Three. Oh. Maybe you belong to the one on the other end, since Mom doesn't seem to like you. Oh, that'd be fabulous if y'all had two. All right, here's where we stand for the moment. She only likes this baby. She only likes these two babies. And she only likes these two babies. Neither one of these three, would take that little tricolored one. Every single one of them butted it away. So she already has two. They're both girls. She already has two. They're both girls. She only has one. I didn't check to see what it is yet. I put her in the head catch pen. So I'm going to put that lamb in here with her, see what happens. If she still butts it away, she's going to get locked up. And hopefully we will get her to accept that lamb without it being a, no, you have two. Hey, you have two. You don't need any more. And then I need to get some out. But you guys, I came down here, and of course I was dealing with these guys, but she was on Mom, and neither one is crying. And I'm so happy. They've got it. I don't need to milk her out. They're both happy. They aren't looking for me to feed them. Oh, that made my morning. Okay, I gotta go get that other lamb. Then I gotta get these other three out of here. Hello, beautiful boy. So yeah, I'm happy today. All right, stink bug. It's not your mama either. Come here. I know, hello. Oh. Don't run away. You're a boy. You're a boy. Okay. But you're a pretty boy. You look just like your daddy. Got her situated. She has pulled this out twice on me already, so I had to go find a bigger hammer than what I had and drive these posts in a lot deeper. So she hates him and loves her. It is a her. So I had 5 girls, 1 boy this morning. And yeah. So I'm going to let out these other 3, and then we'll get everybody fed and watered and go from there. Good morning, guys. I had to distance myself from all the barking in the barn. My dogs keep running to the house, the 2 white dogs, barking their heads off, which then sets off the 2 dogs in the barn, which then sets off my poor neighbor's dogs. So then the whole neighborhood, well, us and my neighbor, all the dogs start barking, and it vibrates in that barn, and so I came out here to water my sheep, check on my rams. They're all out here in this non-existent pasture now. They have taken it just about down to dirt. I have to pull them out of there today and lock them back in their pen to bring the flock in. I have some ewes that need to go to the sale tomorrow. I am debating about taking some of these that I am not planning to keep of these lambs from November to the sale. So today is a separate for the sale day, probably after lunch, because I have some office stuff I have to get done that I didn't completely finish yesterday. And I think we're only taking like 5 or 6 head to the sale, so it'll be a lot of work for just a couple sheep, but with my new chute, it makes it go so much faster. You have no idea how happy I am with that thing. So, all right, I'm gonna get the rest of these guys watered, let out the moms that I just tagged with their lambs, and everybody else in here looks pretty content. They're all basically just laying down. Nobody looks like they're gonna have a baby anytime soon. It did rain basically all night, so I'm not terribly surprised that I had lambs this morning. I kept checking my cameras, but where those two are finally on mom without needing my assistance, I didn't come back down at 10 o'clock last night. I went to bed. And so it was needed. But yeah. Okay, back to work. I'm sitting here with a conundrum. So my tags finally showed up. They're still wrong, but at this point it's been 2 months and screw it. I'm just going to use them as they are and make them work. I will find a new company next time and figure it out. But anyway, do I tag the 23? Do I tag all of my 23 ewes that are out back? I have a couple that are in with lambs in the pasture. I'm not going to worry about running them right now. But do I tag all my ewes, my 23 ewes that are out back, or do I just tag the 23 ewes that are covered that potentially could lamb in August? Or then that way I know who needs to come in whenever I eventually get around to breeding for sometime this fall, late fall, early winter. Or do I not worry about anybody and just do them as they come into the jugs? Or do I do everybody and then just put a mark on the ones that haven't been covered? Doesn't matter what I do, it's going to take a lot of time because I will need to write down what their number is now and what their new number is so that I can keep track of everything, since I didn't really plan this out ahead of time. I'm gonna have to think on this for a minute. There's only like 40 of them. There's not that many. I could do it. I should do it. I probably will do it. I might pull out the 5 that need to go away first, and then rerun things. Decisions. Okay, so before I forget, so these are they are a Scrapies and RFID or EID, whatever you want to call them. So they have the electronic inside of them, and those are right, those are correct. But these have my flock ID on them, and then, which is not supposed to have, and then it has the year that they were born and their individual number, which they are supposed to have. This number is supposed to be on both ends, and we had issues, so I'm just using them. It's really not that big of a deal. It's just not what I wanted. So anyway, I need to put all this information into my phone and make sure that everything is added up the way it needs to be. These numbers all correlate. These numbers all correlate with the ewe and her old number. So it's gonna get dicey for me. Found my 5, and then there is still one in the barn, the old lady. So we will take 6 of those, and I haven't heard from my husband if he wants to take any lambs or not. Probably not this trip, maybe in another 2 weeks. Okay, I got smart. I'm locking them in the short part of the old chute where I can keep them before they go through this head catch. So this gate that opens, and if they stick their little head through, makes it really easy to do their ears. So that is a plus. The only downside is I can't do a whole lot of filming because I kind of need my phone to put in all the numbers because I didn't bring a notebook down. So I will do what I can as best I can. You already know I don't have a very good memory, so trying to remember the girls as they come through and I take their tags may be a little difficult, but I will try for a couple of them. These tags that I have are new to me. They are definitely a little different. I kind of like them a lot better. They are super sharp. They go in a lot cleaner. I just really, really like them. So what I'm doing is so I take the bottom tag, and that has her number on it, and then I will put this number next to her new tag. So I know this is Selena's baby from last year, so her new number will be 2306, and then her scrapey number, RFID number, is on this side. And so I already have these numbers programmed into my phone, so I just have to put her old number next to those, and hopefully away we go. So then on the scrapey one, these are so slick. So these I don't have to tear apart. I love that. So it has one side that has a kind of circle, and then the other side has a square. So circle and square. So you just pop that in. It clicks into place. You don't want to pull your head up. Okay, hold on. I don't bend that way. So that one's easy because it goes through the same hole. And then the other one, which will go in her other ear, I'm trying to remember to do the underside of the ear rather than the overside of the ear. That way they're all on the same side of her head, if that makes sense. And I like how easy these go in. They don't get hung up on like my old ones where they're spring loaded. They don't get hung up on here, and so they don't have the potential of ripping out of the ear if the ewe moves and I'm not quick enough to pull this off. So yeah, I'm really liking this. Now granted, like everything, I had to buy a new tagger to go with my new tags, so $30 for a new tagger because they can't all make the same tagger for the same tags. Alright, I'm going to keep going with these girls and get as many as I can before my husband gets home, or it's already sometime around 4 o'clock. We'll be back eventually. So muscle memory sometimes kind of stinks. I'm so used to putting them. Well, actually, I might have done that one right. I keep putting them the wrong way on some of them and the right way on some of them. And I haven't quite figured out which is the right and which is the wrong, but they're in, and I guess that's all that matters. But I am about halfway done. You guys, this is not an exit. It's only an exit one way. Now what are you gonna do when I let these guys out? We've had this discussion several times already. You are slow learners. Seriously? This is why I can't have nice things. All right, you gotta wait. I gotta change gates. Okay, so forgive the mess, but I have 13 tags left. And if I did my math right, I should have had 10. I think I had 10 of my 23 ewes that lambed in the last group, so that would leave me with 3 spares. I think. I either had 3 or 10 or 7, I can't remember, but I usually try to keep like 5, at least 5 to 10 spares. But I know there's at least 7 that lambed. And of course now I can't remember. But anyway, so I have the ones for the ones that lambed. I have some spares. Whew, and my project for the day is done. So, I'm kind of hoping the sheep are going to come on their own, because I don't need this group that's in here trying to jump and follow them. So I'm sort of blocking their way in hopes that they won't disappear on me. I'm hoping that is everybody. Okay, I'm gonna go shut the gate after these guys, so that if they do get out, they at least can't get out back with everybody else. That's the hope anyway. And then I'll probably throw them in the alleyway, the sorting alley, for the night, just so they don't get out. I really do love how well trained my sheep are. They're already gone. There they are, out back, or at least down the alley, headed out back. These 5 had stayed. Just need to grab the old lady when I feed tonight. We're golden. I even got my 22, the last 4 or 5 of my 22 ewes. I got them tagged. So I am completely caught up, if we don't count my 24 ewes, 2024 ewes that were born last November, because our year starts in October. So October of 23 to September of 24 is our year. So yeah. Anybody have a baby while I was busy? Hello, sweet girl. Hey, when are you gonna give me a baby? Huh? How's my Genesee? Nope. No babies. Now I do have, oh, I didn't realize she was right here. I'd have just slipped her through the gate. I do have, besides the old lady, I do have 2 in here One, that if she doesn't give me a lamb, this will be like her 3rd year of no lambs. Her 1st year she had twins that died. Her 2nd year she didn't take. So this year, if she again doesn't have lambs, didn't take, she's... And then the other one, I think this would be her 2nd miss. So we'll see. I'll take these 6 and then we'll reassess in 2 weeks. Hello, beautiful. How's my baby?